healing of your brethren and their ailments and diseasements. You may do also. Whenever Yeshua healed the blind, you know how it occurred. There were several manners. First of all, he had within his being the highest of frequencies that he carried. And as he entered their auric field, they too resonated to it. And indeed, there was an opening, an allowance that was born forth. Initially, their third eye was unveiled, and they saw the light. That was activating of their physical instrument called eyes. Therefore, they saw with the vision of physicality. But it was activated through the high vibrations within the auric field. There were cases when Yeshua carried forth clay and spat upon it, placed it upon the blind man's eyes. Do you know that spittle carries forth the life force of your essence, the vibration of your being? It is the water and breath of life within it. So as he spat upon the clay, he gave forth his vibration and placed it upon the eyes, and the same thing occurred. Within the temple of his being, the veil was rendered into, and he could see. There was quaking and trembling within his beingness, and he shouted at the top of his voice, celebration and joy and jubilation. I can see. I can see. I see the light. The ultimate healing of anyone or anything is allowing them to see the light. Light of you. The light when they understand it, that is they. When you have a situation come onto you that is frustrating of the belly, they create anger, irritation, aggravation. It is indeed a grand course of sand within your shoe, a thorn in your side, and in your crown. Indeed, state unto them all the circumstance, let there be light. Let there be light. Light-heartedness. Switch is here. Turn it on. Hold the switch to the powerhouse of heaven. And let there be light. So simple. And yet so unseen. When you come into the Christus, you will hear the silent, see the invisible, understand the vague and incomprehensible. So will your brothers. They will not ask you, who are you? They will state unto you, you are, and therefore I am. As you go forth into the world, sing your song of celebration, you will have puzzlements and quizzical expression from some of your brothers that are accustomed to much limitation. It is all right. You're stirring the passages of their life. You're creating a grand recipe for revelation and resurrection within them. Someone asks you what time it is. State, now. Someone asks you, when were you born? State, now. When someone asks you your name, state, I am. When someone asks you, what do you do? State, I am. And perhaps they will be grandly puzzled. This is all right. You may respond in a manner that they expected, but at least you have awakened the light bulb of illumination within them. They will ponder it. And perhaps they will state that in a moment of playfulness, at their later time. Play with light. That which is your plane, the life of this your earth. It truly is the playhouse of God. You're creating this drama. So play. Suffer the little children to come unto me. Only a child will enter into the kingdom of heaven. Do you know that is speaking of a consciousness? Childlike consciousness, being of innocence through non-judgment, laughter and lightheartedness, buoyancy of spirit, joy and dance and celebration, touching their toe to the water without being concerned about what they're wearing, or how they look. Splash within the grand puddles of life. Go with the flow. Glow with the flow. And what a way to glow. Few of you have heard that one before, but it's grand nevertheless. So I ask you, my beloveds, you've heard the reflection of that which you already know. What you are resurrecting within you is already alive and merely awakening to its life. What you are coming into is a birthing of that which is already born. What you are merging into is that which is the forever that you've always been within. Paradox? Perhaps. That is the nature of life. What are you learning this day of your time? What have you captured to your breast? What have you watered the garden of you with? You know, one of the points of Christos is acknowledging the divinity and the divine placement of everything and every creation that you experience. That which is what you call it, dung, as it is given forth from your horses and your other animal. You come forth to place your foot directly into the center point of it. There are times when you would consider that it is not really that divine. But it is, for it fertilizes the earth. It gives unto the Mother Earth nourishment, regeneration, vital essence. Perhaps you would desire it to be in another divine location. But it is divine nevertheless. And when you recognize the eternal divinity of everywhere, every wind, you will recognize how to embrace your brothers that are your persecutors, your accusers, and your crucifiers. You will cloak them with a cozy glow called God. In this cloak, you reside also. The forever breath, born into unity. So remember that next time you place your foot in something you wish you didn't. There are many of you that have consternation about your business health, your work, as you call it. Put your brow and frustrate yourself about it. It is all right to be within that which is the limitation of what you call employment, but it's equally all right to be self-providing. Going forth, touching your toe to every drop of now, not knowing how it will turn out. Living on the edge of life. The edge of forever. Sounds like one of your grand soap operas. It is, to be sure, my beloved brother. The soap du jour. Now, as you do this, you will free yourself from supposed tos and have tos. It will extend and expand your life beyond limitation. You will do what you wish to. And in this doing, you will be also a grand exemplar to your brother, another Yeshua. You know, Yeshua is to return here upon the plain. At the ripeness of time, he did tell them at the Sea of Galilee unto his disciples, I will return unto you at the ripeness of time. That seed is about to be ripe, but it will not be as long as you remain veiled to your vision, non-resurrected. He came onto the earth that was rampant with that which he called the waking dead, the ones that were asleep, but they were alive, the ones that heard but did not hear. I come unto you to reflect that which you already know, to give you what you've already heard within your own voice, the song of your own soul as it whispers the wisdom of the ages unto you every time you participate with union with it. What you call meditation or your dream state, the quietude of time, the simplicity of life, as you hear it, it is telling you, awaken, arise, go forth and see the light. Time is nigh. It is the ripeness of time to bear the fruit and to feed on, to birth a new you, to awaken the unveiling of the Christ. Time is nigh. Listen to it, hear it. You know, it is not only that which is a voice such as this. It is the voice that is the clamor of the city, a babbling brook in its laughter, the whisk of the leaves of the tree as they brush and caress one another, the cackle of the geese, the clucking of the hen. It is indeed the grass that grows beneath your feet. Hear it. It is not silent. It is a symphony, and it serenades you into knowing, to understanding. Indeed, the tempest within your life sings as well. The grand wind, the stirring waves, the whip of it, that is whispering to you. It is telling you, awaken, arise, come forth, be in this adventure called life. Relish within it, embellish yourself with it, and you shall know God, or you shall know you. Jerusalem is the earth. This is the new Jerusalem. Point of awakening. So go forth into all the corners of the earth and share with them your light. Do you know, he said unto them, ye are the light of the world upon the Mount of Olives, Sermon upon the Mount. Ye are the light of the world. In truth, ye are the world. What is it recently called? We are the world. Same knowing, different verbiage. Now, what is there that you would desire to experience in your life? What desire is fervently burning within your breast? Each one of you contemplate this for a moment. What is the emotion you experience with this? Yearning, aching, longing. What if I were to tell you that it already is? It is an energy, you just emitted the desire. So you created the thought vibration, the coagulated frequency that will bring it forth into coagulated manifestation. Every time you fervently wish for a thing, desire a thing, create the thought vibration of it. And if you allow it to become in alignment, come to fruition, it shall be. Whatever you desire a thing, and you state, it will be thus and such. You always state a forever future. It never will be in your now because you constantly create it in the future. Do you know this? Whenever you state, it is whatever, you state an isness. And at the rightness of time, it will coagulate into fruitful manifestation. You'll experience it as part of your life. But it must be stated as an isness if you desire to experience it as an isness. The choice is yours. If you desire to state an isness, that which is the word want will be the antithesis of it. It will negate it. If you state, I want a thing. Because a God never wants. A God is not needy. A God may desire, but a want indicates a lacking. That which is not whole. A divine being, an essence of isness, desires and knows that it already is in the moment of the desire. That is how you create miracles. It is not that which is mystery. Resurrection is not mystery either. It is constant magic. And you are the magician. I just told you how to create your magic. But there's nothing utterly complex about it. Divinity is ultimate simplicity. Ultimately. The grandest knowing is, I am all the rest of commentary. But how you love the commentary. You would feel wanting without the commentary, so I humor you. If I keep up here and state it before you as a reflection of that which is already your own knowing, I am, and then departed hence, you would be in a feeler. But everything that I've stated is the same thing. You are. It is your alter ego that desires to be assuaged by the excess verbiage. That which I give unto you this day of your time is not really verbiage. It is beyond verbiage. I issue forth unto you a frequency that stirs your soul, that ignites a memory within you, a remembrance of your power, your resurrection. That which is issued forth you will carry with you to the ends of the earth, into the allness of time. That which I issue unto you is not only unto you as you perceive yourself to be, but all the multidimensional aspects of you as well. You are but a facet of the wholeness of you. You are a crystal in your own right. And what you see is only one facet of that crystal, one side. And as I speak unto you, I speak unto the wholeness of you. Even that which is other dimensional. Your dream reality, which is really that which is the state of awakening. This is really the dream. But it is a dream of delight, a dance of light. And in this dream, you're the dream weaver. And weave it wondrously with the threads of gold and silver that emanate from your being. Do you know that which is of the cross? The gold and the silver is represented within it also, because the gold represents the solar aspect, and the silver represents the lunar aspect. And they are both born forth through the cross. The reintegration and reignition, the recognition of God I am, the center point, the central sun of your being. That which is the creation of this universe was born of a thought, likened unto a cosmic egg, you know? That which is ultimate mystery, which came first, the egg or the chicken? There's the Alpha Omega conundrum, the riddle of life. There is really no beginning or no end. That is a puzzlement for another dimension. But I tell you this, that which is the egg and the cracking of it and the breaking forth into the freedom of light, beyond the walls of limitation, as it shrouds and protects that which is delicate and fragile within it. Indeed, as it goes forth, it is likened unto the bursting forth of new life, the cosmos. That is how this your universe was created. From the ovum of the thought of God, it spewed forth into a burst of magnificent creation of celestial light, to be placed forth like chandeliers in the blackness of your heaven, to illuminate the darkness of the void, to sing a song of celestial bodies, so that indeed each may dance in their own orbit according to their own melody, each one serenading the others, each one happy upon its own journey, although they are all different, each one valid, unique, and equal of its own being. That which is your moon does not criticize the earth, because it is not self-illumined by that which is the sun, the reflection thereof. That which is your earth does not criticize the moon, because it is so small a body. That indeed which is your sun does not bring judgment upon any planetary body that is surrounding it, simply because it is not self-illumined. So also liken unto you and your brothers of this universe. This galaxy, really. For you are all stars in your own light, have a role to play. Because you created the drama, you cast yourself in it. So be joyous. You got top billing this time. Your name is in life. Resurrect this that you call your life into the ultimate illumination of validity and equality with that which you called Master, Yeshua. And then you will know that which is the resurrection into Christ. Many of you consider yourself not awakened masters, but do you know you really are? If you consider your future to be exactly the same as your now simultaneously, you are. In linearity, it is not perceived. In simultaneity, it is known. Did I not tell you the moment you create the thought, you create the experience? Because of this dimension of space-time, There is a certain lapsing of linearity before it is perceived by this particular experience called physicality. But it is nevertheless in existence. Just because you do not see a note, a tone, does not mean it does not exist. Just because you do not see the wind, does not mean it does not exist. Just because you do not see the thought you emit, does not mean it does not exist. It exists, and when it coagulates, you give it credibility. When you know Christos, you give it credibility when it is in its form. And you will indeed begin to manifest without your employment or your job, or your firmament of your brow, of your currency, your bank account, and your support and provision. You will know in that moment, whatever it is you desire as manifested, you will be a walking God, the dominion of your own kingdom. When you walk forth and desire for stuff, you will create it, so that an entity will come forth, will knock upon your door, and desire to share a meal with you. It will desire pleasure, and you will have, walking within that which is the streets of your city, and of a sudden, you will participate in that pleasure. It will happen, begin in your nearness. Create your life as you desire. Born of a thought of God, it will come forth. Yeshua was born of a thought of God, and he came forth. The Christ that's within you is issuing forth. It is beginning to flutter its wings. And that which is agony and pain sprouts wings and allows you to soar into new understanding, to new alignment, freedom. The ultimate freedom is knowing life. And you all sit there as pillars, columns, indeed allowing yourself to be solid and supported, to indeed usher forth the foundation of freedom within you. Allow there to be space in your togetherness, but when you come together, allow there to be song and celebration. Allow the winds of the space to be that which buoys you into new understanding, soaring into new harmony, into a new symphony, a new galactic glorious understanding of the God of you. Now, I will desire query for now. There is no I upon the plane in which that which is this understanding of frequency abides. It is that which is the union called God. It is not separate into the division of label called I. That is what it is like. All unified. No separation into labels at all. Ultimate oneness. At one moment. Atonement. It is not a whoever at that point. It is allness. Not only who, but what. Allness with the grains of sand and the towering trees. Allness with everything, everywhere and every way. Allow that one to burn your circuits. And then when you blow a fuse, you're in the dark. Consider that one next time you get angry. Indeed.
go ahead and create exactly what we want. You don't want something selfish then.
What's a selfish?
Well, maybe put somebody else or find somebody else.
When you create from the God I am of your being, you recognize and honor the divinity within all. And therefore it is created of harmony through and of all.
So should you say, I create something with each use? It could be God's will or put that in.
You are the gods, my beloved. It is your will, else you would not desire it, eh?
There is no limitation.
That's what I'm here to tell you. It's been around for a while. Thank you, my beloved. It is that which you already knew. Indeed.
Do we create what we're going to do? Do we spend time?
There is no such thing as fate or that which is destiny. Each now moment you create a new opportunity for experience. There perhaps may be a vibration of that which is a certain pathway in general, but in any moment may change direction completely.
Going to feel it. What feels right. That is your what feels right.
The pathway is you.
Going from that.
You'll never stray from you. You may blind yourself to your path, but you don't stray. Not like a puppy. Now, that which is hot water. When you retain coolness of the soul, you're never in hot water. You'll temper the bath of your being with the warmth of wisdom, and allow that which is the coolness of freedom to issue forth the breeze of freedom, the refreshment of the soul. When you create clarity, you create freshness, briskness, crispiness. You're never hot water. The little thing that I have said before in your time, be likened unto a grand teapot, singing even though it is up to its neck in hot water. You like that, Willie? When you sing, you change the temperature of your life. You're the thermostat. That which is called the will of God, that is an issue to address. It is a paradox. You are God, and all that is God. It is both. You are coagulated matter of the frequency called God, the God of the flesh, if you will. But you are still God. The will of God is the desire of your soul. And as it resonates in harmony with the I am, it shall be the desire of every soul you encounter. Not only entities, but humanity in general. Your brothers called animal, your brothers called flora, your brother called the sun, sister called the moon, will be in harmony with everything. But when you create peace within your breast, through the creation of a desire that issues forth into birthing, create the coagulation of the desire of all you encounter. They harmonize with you, they enmesh with your desires, your will, with your will. Indeed. Yes, people. Grand entities are they, to allow you to love the stinger within your own being. That which is this entity, this insect, if you would call it, brings forth the creation of its life essence from participating with that which is your life essence. Blessed. For in their own beingness, they feed and nourish other animal forms that you participate with joyously. They indeed create wonderment upon the plain through song. They're buzzing. Here we are learning how to love that which you judge, eh? That which is blood, as it is given forth the symbolism in the crucifixion, is life force, the essence of life. It is red because it represents the linearity. You consider that one? Of the Son of God. When you give it forth to another, you give them the Son of the God within you, the life force of you. You nurture them, you enlighten them. You know that which you call your mosquito not only participates with yours, but participates with others as well. They take from you and then they take from someone else until their belly is full. And know when they place their stinger within another, if they have participated with you and you are alive to the light, as they place their stinger within another, they bring forth the frequency of you into that other. They are pollinators of energy. Shift your gears and you'll shift your perspective about life and that which you judge. You know, my beloved, if you know the history of your enemy, of their life, you will indeed understand and feel such agony and pain and want and suffering that it is automatic that you issue forth compassion and it transmutes your judgment. Know within another being so. Love your enemies, for they are you. Indeed,
When you were talking about dignity and that, it sets up an issue for me because I'm authority and authority. And the study with numbers, well, I've been studying to find out what my difference is.
quite a dogma. I will tell you this, my beloved, that which is the celestial song, the instruments called the heavenly bodies within your firmament, they are beings like you, and they harmonize with those entities that are aligned into this planet. They indeed are in tune with them, and enmesh and interweave their energies with those upon the planet. But as you become enlightened, as you become of the light, participating with your Christ, do you know that you will be indeed in fullness and wholeness of every astrological sign? You will be complete of the 12 and the 13 all in one. You will not be of one zodiac, you'll be all of them. You will not be indeed influenced by and influencing with a particular heavenly body, Saturn or Jupiter, retrograde of Mercury or whatever. You will be participating with all of them in unison. So that which is destiny and fate is cast forth through limitation, through thought that is of dogma. It is right, it is likened unto your sign. Even your scientists are beginning to release their restrictions about what is. Within their laboratory, they're experiencing things they've never considered before that are not in their ground reference book.
Knowledge and authority are outdated. Right, that.
It is not that they are outdated. Perceive the power within them and know the limitations and know beyond the limitation. It is all right to participate with anything that you would consider pleasurable to you, but to not allow it to be a dogma, not allow it to close in on you and limit you, for then it entombs you. Right? Indeed, all right. Uphold this refreshingly. as you become the dew on the silvery leaf in the morning sun, pierced by the sunlight, as it indeed caresses the heaven, gently climbing to the apex in your noontime, she will call dew evaporate, becomes the essence of humidity. You know that one around here, eh? And then indeed, as it recoagulates in communion with the molecules of one unto the other, and has fellowship yet again in coagulation, it creates the drop flame. It creates the tears of heaven, refreshment for the earth, the thirsty earth. It creates that which is allowance, a moment of diamond light. And indeed, the dusk as it dawns, heavy, heavy, and violent, as it drinks the mountain tops and pierces the ocean with hues of blue, orange, azure, and participates with the displaying of rainbow light. And the sun begins to dissipate as it becomes heavy until the horizon. That which are your oceans embrace that which are the drops of rain to create a unity, an ocean of life that will again create dew, condensation, and then dew, moisture within the air, and never ceasing recirculation of life force, never ceasing resurrection. So likened unto this shall be your life, forever in circulation, non-ending, that which is eternal live, that which is indeed the wheel of wisdom as it spins its web of yourself. Again. Bit more conductivity here. Thank you, my beloved. You will notice that as you begin to accelerate into your new awakening, your new birthing, you participate more and more with the water of life. It allows the conduction of electromagnetic energy in an enhanced fashion. It eases the energy through your embodiment. That is why also a womanhood participates with more water when she is about to birth a babe. It enhances the energy flow. Gaze upon nature to know your experience of life, to know what it is you're all about. It is within everything. If you will but see it, that which is everything that you encounter is an analogy of your life. That which are your garments, as you cloak yourself with them, you cloak yourself to remain warm. Some cloak to hide. Some cloak to maintain modesty. Some cloak to create their identity. Know indeed what it is that you cloak your auric field with and why. You'll learn much about yourself and how you live and who you are, who it is that you identify with. Do you know when you state unto another entity, I am whatever, a gardener, a bookkeeper, a shoemaker, To know that is your identity, and you state onto another, I am ill, it is your identity. That is what you identify with. You take away all your ills and all your possessions and all your agony. What would you consider yourself? I am what? Hmm? Many of you would be at a loss. Would be puzzled. You have but a fig leaf, the sun upon your back. What would you consider? Who you were? What would you say? How would you identify yourself? And there was no one there to tell you what your name is? What would you say? You got it. But the entities of the earth plane now have such complexity about them that they identify with everything within the complexity. I am unshaven. I'm thirsty. I'm worried. I'm a dressmaker. I am Louise. Hmm? It is eternal what you are if you desire to place yourself with a limitation.